Howdy y'all, and welcome back to another game with Footerbug Gaming, and this is 60 Seconds. And we are going to continue off where we left off last time. Soup can be stored for up to 737 years. Not really 100% on that one being accurate, but okay. Alright, so we're at day 35, and everyone is looking awful. Timmy's even ripped his suspenders. That's sad. And they have no first aid kit. That's even worse. Mary Jane loves cards. We thought she might get herself busy with solitaire, but she started doing card readings, divination or not. If we don't figure out why the world has gone to hell, maybe she will. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. Timmy is very hungry and Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores can't remain this thirsty for long. Ted's stomach is rumbling and all Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. So we can probably make it one more day without food and water. I mean, if you ask me, they still got plenty and I could give them more, but we don't want a chance being like day 90 something and no supplies. So we'll take it easy for right now. And we will go ahead and go to the next day. Enough sitting around. Okay, well, wait a minute. I didn't realize we were going to have somebody going out. Okay, wait. Come on. Back here. Can we not go back? Yes, we can go back. Ha. Okay. So I'm going to give... Well, it doesn't look like I can probably send her out the way that it was looking. But we'll go ahead and send her out because we happen to know that she is in good enough shape to do so. We'll give her a map even. So that way she'll be set to find her way back, hopefully. Oh, a knock at the door. Who could it be? Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Timmy should eat something. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. She took with her one map. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Okay, so it is time for them to drink. A knock on the door is not something we can take lightly these days. So, when a man came to our doorstep today offering us a highly profitable game of cards, we weren't convinced. It's a bet of 2 soup cans and a card game, a reasonable choice in our situation. I thought you already had cards, so there should be no reason to have more cards. Another knock. Why are there so many knocks all the time? Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set to the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We'd sent that man away. Good riddance. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Timmy is very hungry. There's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. Okay, so the way it sounds, the food situation is still okay. We gave them water on day 36, so we shouldn't need to give them water again until day 40. But we'll skip a day on the food. Hopefully, everything will be okay. It says the wasteland is full of surprises, like this man on the other side of our door, knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for a decent ammunition. Should we trade? You know, I don't ever recall that we need ammunition, but I will keep it. I'll give him a checkerboard instead. We got cards. We can play cards. So who is laughing? We offered checkers instead of ammunition. The visitor was quite confused and tried to explain to us what ammunition is. We pretended to understand nothing. It was very amusing until he left with our checkerboard. Asshole. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Timmy should eat something. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. So they're all okay technically on food. Time to ration supplies. We'll try to go one more day without it. Okay, a sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we get the bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? As I've said before, I think that trading the can for the mysterious bag of possibly nothing would be a not very bright idea. But there is a chance that that the mother can come back, Dolores can come back with some soup cans. So we're going to go ahead and give this one trader one can. Is he back again? Hey. Okay, as soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, we backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly sat down on the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sharikov. Is that its name? Is this the same cat that we found before? Okay. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Mary Jane has rested. Timmy should eat something. Some water for Timmy would be nice. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted should drink something soon. I'm going to skip to one more day. Let's hope that we can make it. Okay. The siblings are back with their group to announce that their camp has been finished. They are attempting to make living there as enjoyable as possible, and they have one problem: their children. The older ones can be trained to help in scouting or guarding the base, but the youngsters get bored really fast. The group has been going through the rubble looking for toys and games that would keep kids occupied and happy. But these are our cards. We need them. Let's not. Day 40. Well, we made it to day 40, so that's got to be a good thing. And the cat doesn't seem to be tearing anything apart. So we will just keep that as a positive note. These games are the only thing that keeps us relatively sane. They are crucial for our survival in this cruel world. We will not give them away. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Timmy should eat something. Timmy is in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave and needs a drink right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give them soup and water. So they're taken care of. And hopefully Dolores will be back soon because she's been out there for a few days now. It says, we may be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible. Otherwise, we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucer men from Mars. Sounds like she's back. But no extra food. And a messed up map. Wonderful. Sharikov, you scare me there. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least half an hour of sleep. Half an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. And there are other problems that we need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. Let's just hope this doesn't happen again. Our expedition reached a church which was still standing. Most of it was intact, and some people decided to turn it into a shelter. As we found out, it was more than that. We weren't sure what religion they followed, but they were very eager to convince us that tomatoes are the source of evil and eggplants are the only hope for salvation. Cultists decided they won't be needing any holy water. We did a bit of miracle work and turned empty wine bottles into quite full water bottles, plus 2 water bottles. Our map really took a beating during our expedition. It's nearly unusable now. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane is really tired. Timmy is very hungry. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores is really tired. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Alright, so we still have people complaining of being hungry. I can't really do much. We'll let everyone have a week off of going out into the wasteland. Because you guys are already looking terrible as it is. So we're going to instead do it like this. Hopefully the time to leave will come soon. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Timmy should eat something, and Dolores would really love to eat something. There's nothing going on with Ted. Nothing new anyway. As we all knew it would be. Okay, and yeah, you may be vigorous enough to withstand the hazards of the wasteland, but you are at issue. If you don't come back, the whole group is dead. It's always that way. Our hideout was approached by a man we didn't know. He claimed he used to be an accountant, but now he survives as a trader and a gambler. He offers us a card game for a bet of 2 water bottles. Should we play? No. Oh boy. Cat doesn't sound like it's too happy, but why would it be? It's not getting food. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set for the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Timmy should eat something. We can't leave Timmy without water for too long. Dolores would really love to eat something. Where is water when Ted needs it? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to the next day, hoping more than anything that we will be able to find some food the next time someone goes out. Sharikov sure can take care of itself, but we can't help but wonder how much of a self-made cat it is. It just so happens that we found an address on its collar. It's unlikely that its owner is still alive, and a trip to the wasteland is always risky. Should we go outside and check that address? Let's go ahead and return the cat. Maybe it won't come back. Maybe, if we're lucky. Yay, it's gone. Okay. Before we reached the end of our street, we were stopped by 2 men wearing dark coats and stylish hats. They rushed towards the cat to pick him up, saying they'd been looking for him for a while now. Supposedly, Sharikov belongs to an old lady who's rather fond of it and misses the little guy dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached to it the last few days. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Timmy should eat something. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Okay, so we know for a fact that everyone is thirsty. So at day 48, we'll give everybody food as well. I'm not doing it. Sorry, dude. I just can't send you outside. Maybe, if we're lucky. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Timmy should eat something. Dolores would really love to eat something. And Ted's stomach is rumbling. You know, I feel you guys, but y'all aren't dying yet, so let's not. We're pretty sure that the place we want to go is in the middle of a big hole on our map, and that really ruins the whole point of using this thing to guide us. So here's a thought. Why don't we fix the map? I'm afraid you're going to mess it up worse, though. Day 46. Hey, and they actually did fix it, surprising enough. Okay, good news. We got ourselves a map that we can use. The question is, can anyone read it properly? To our surprise, we found Sharikov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly sure why or how it came back. Is it our good care it appreciates, our kind hearts, optimism, or just stockpile soup cans? Only time will tell. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Timmy should eat something, and Dolores would really love to eat something. Ted is hungry. We'll wait. Okay. Today we've met a bunch of people dressed in what look like Halloween doctor outfits. They claim to be a field hospital moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. Says their problem is some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen peroxide. Let's not give away our supplies. We've given enough away. We don't think they were real doctors, but just in case they were, we got rid of them quickly before they could start charging us for a home visit. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her food today or else. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Timmy's been talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Ted is hungry and Ted should drink something soon. So it's looking like I'm just going to go ahead at day 47 and give everybody water and food. Hopefully, me doing so will make everyone able to be one that can go out. On our way back from the last expedition, we noticed some drawings on half-ruined wall nearby. It was a very crude map of our town, and one place was marked with an X. Maybe it's something secret. Stash of soup? Shall we go and check? We'll send out Timmy and hope he comes back. Poor Timmy. I don't see any extra soup cans. This treasure hunt actually turned out to be fun, despite taking place in a radioactive dump that is our town. More importantly, though, it was successful, and we managed to find a small package. Whatever is in it will definitely prove useful, plus one harmonica. How is a harmonica going to be useful? We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Did I not just feed you guys yesterday? Okay. Well, I'll do it again, but not very bright idea. Another radio broadcast from the military was a huge shock for us. Not only did they postpone our rescue, they also ordered all the survivors to get rid of their firearms. Are they nuts? How are we supposed to defend ourselves? It better be worth it. I don't really trust getting rid of it, but I will. Just because we hope it'll be a good outcome. We decided to follow military orders and got rid of our rifle. We did so with a heavy heart. But if that's the price of getting to safety, we pay it gladly. That doesn't mean we'll ever get another one, though. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Timmy is very hungry. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Y'all ate 2 days in a row. Ted is fine. Of course Ted is fine. And it's only option for Ted to go out. That's just not working for me. A loud crash, a surprise shriek, and a bit of debris falling from our ceiling. Truly a recipe for a good start to the day. As it turns out, Sharikoff found a new toy, a bit of innocuous wiring that it ripped out of the wall. Who knows what the cable's for, but that our lights are still on. So, it can't be that important, right? Should we take the wire away from our fluffy friend and investigate it? Yeah, because we don't want a chance. Should have probably just left the wire out. Maybe he would have gotten shocked and died. Okay. So it doesn't look like anything new is going on. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with 2 men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They were wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like a great idea. It does, doesn't it? Timmy should eat. Some water for Timmy would be nice. Dolores has not eaten for a while. If there's another thing we need, it's water for Dolores. Dolores has rested, and Ted is really thirsty. 1 more day, 2 more days, and y'all should be fine. Okay, so it looks like Dolores will be ready to go back out here in a moment. The agents who are spying on us are now at the door and want to explain themselves. Should we hear them out? Sure, we'll listen to what crap they have to spout out. Day 51. They briefly waved some sort of ID cards in front of our face and told us they're on a top-secret government mission. A wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. It's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top-secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top-secret missions. They assured us that they they'd contact us again with more details. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Timmy is very hungry. Timmy is in terrible shape. We need to give him water now. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. So we'll give them all water. Obviously they need it. And we'll send Dolores out. Not with bullets. I honestly have no clue of what you could take outside to be beneficial, but I don't know. I don't think the map would be a good idea, and I don't see it either, so we'll just make you have an empty hand, and hopefully you'll come back with something in it. Okay. Day 52. Since Dolores has left, it has been a lonely shelter. Alright, Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Timmy is very hungry. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. There isn't much going on with Ted. No new trouble, nothing new. Okay, so we'll go ahead and skip to the next week. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies, and he says he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. We're about out of soup. Let's not just say we did. As a rule, we don't trust door-to-door salesmen, especially ones who attempt treason. We told him to go back to whatever planet he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling something about how our souls are going to be devoured by alien Lord Yontar. Poor guy, he seems very confused. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane has rested. Timmy should eat something. No new problems are troubling Ted this fine morning. Well, that made it easier then. Okay. It's hard being down here. Living here, we need to make the best of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. Oh, goodness. Now they're... Oh, that does not look good at all. And I have no med kit. Being stuck in such a tiny shelter would make anyone a bit apathetic. We need to stay calm and await the rescue. Surely they're coming for us, right? Ted isn't feeling so well. It could have been something to do with the cat hair littering the shelter. Some pills might be a good idea. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. We can't leave Timmy without water for too long. Ted's stomach is rumbling. All Ted wishes for a few drops of water, and Ted got sick. I'd love to give you one, but I can't. Oh, and only Timmy gets fed. Oh, this isn't gonna be good. I hate to say it, guys, but I'm gonna have to be one of those who are like, feed the dad and leave the son. We'll give everybody water and be like, you can hold... I don't even know if he'll survive, so let's go ahead and give him the soup now. Okay. Sometimes a sudden urge to play an instrument takes over us, to create beautiful sounds to be shared with the world around us, to sing and play and have cute mutated animals come to our feet to listen, like a post-apocalyptic Snow White, shall we? Sure, why not? We've done everything else under the moon. Hey, and Dolores returned, but she didn't bring a health pack. Oh. Yeah. That can be good. And we don't have any poison. Be careful what you wish for. After a few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in our walls and started moving to the rhythm of the song. They ran around in circles and shook their little antennae. It would be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. What are we supposed to do with them now? We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. We used to visit our local cinema so often that we could travel there blindfolded. It wasn't that surprising when this was where our feet took us, almost without involving our brains in the process. The cinema had a strict policy of not bringing in your own drinks to the movie hall. Seems like somebody broke the rules a little. We found a lot of bottles in the last row of the hall. Some were even full. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some food today or else. Timmy should eat something. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores is really tired. Ted is hungry. Ted, you have no room to be hungry. You were the one who got to eat. Let's just hope no one passes away. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yards of string, the agents rang in with our next top-secret mission that will surely land us the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? I'm gonna send out Mary Jane. She's looking pretty rough and beat up, but it might be all that we can hope for. She left and didn't come back, didn't she? We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they would be back with more information soon. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Timmy is very hungry. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Well, I hate to tell you guys this, but all I have is water. So eat on water. Just when we thought we might have a quiet day, we got invaded. A group of bandits is on the other side of that door, demanding we walk out hands in the air or they will get in the hard way. That doesn't sound too good. What do? Take an axe to them. Oh, well, we got a new achievement. Unbreakable. I guess that was something we had to do then. We were able to defend our home this time. What if they come back? Our axe broke during the fight. We should get a new one as quickly as we can. Timmy is very hungry. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Isn't that what you said last night? Ted is hungry. I'm sorry, guys. I have no food. The funky roaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing that much trouble. They even seem relatively friendly and curious. Just this morning, we opened our eyes. We saw them standing in a perfect line right in front of us, as if they're waiting for something. So what is the check mark in the X for? Okay. Sure. Disco Roach. Oh, yes. And Mary Jane's gone crazy. Dolores is very sick. And so Timmy is also crazily sticking his finger in a bear's eye. Well, that's interesting. There are only so many days a man can survive without food. Ted was strong. You know, he had food since they did. What a loser. You can die. You die before the rest of your family. There's only so many days a man can survive without food. Ted was strong, but it was too much for him. He starved to death. If you can't beat them, join them. We figured the roaches are craving more of our music, so we fulfilled their unspoken request. They started joyfully prancing around again, creating fun shapes on the floor. Then all of a sudden, they all left in one line. We thought the show was over, but they soon came back in a group carrying... What are they carrying? Supplies on their strong, mutated backs. Insane, looks like we made some new friends. Disgusting, mutated, radioactive friends. That recon mission was a risky business. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs, all of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we're expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some food today or else. Mary Jane went nuts. Mary Jane was injured. Timmy should eat something. Timmy was driven crazy. Timmy has rested. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Dolores came down with a sickness. Is that food sick? And what? Fine. Everybody gets food and water, day 58. There was another military announcement on the radio. The soldiers are nearby, ordering a single person from each survivor group to meet them and outline the group's situation. This is a bit odd. We do hope they mean well. It's still pretty much the only thing we can do, so it's probably worth sending someone over. Might as well send Mommy Dearest because she's sick. Oh, she looks way worse. Wear and tear is only getting worse. We managed to make it out to the meeting in time. We tried our best to answer the questions the soldiers asked us. Let's hope we fulfilled their expectations and our ragged appearance didn't make a bad impression. We were glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. Mary Jane is quite hungry and Timmy is very hungry. Dolores has barely any strength left. If she doesn't eat tonight, she will not last till morning. Dolores' sanity is questionable. Wouldn't all of y'all sanity be unquestionable? We're going to send out somebody next week to run for it. The siblings are back with their group to announce that their camp has been finished. They are attempting to make living there as enjoyable as possible, and they have one problem: their children. The older ones can be trained to help scouting or guarding the base, but the youngsters got bored really fast. We'll give them a harmonica, because it seems we don't need that. We've already made the cockroaches dance. I guess the harmonica wasn't. Well, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Not only are musical instruments fun, this one also historically significant. Harmonica is the instrument of choice of several American presidents. Let's hope the kids appreciate that and treat the mouth organ with the respect it deserves. Dolores bravely faced hunger. However, eating it is a habit that is hard to shake off. She couldn't take it anymore. Well, I guess that is the end, and if you guys want to see the ending picture, there it is. Death, death, crazy. And a cat that still seems perfectly a-okay. Hey, what we get. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you did. But if you did, hit that like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the bell for the notifications, so that way you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!